So the reason I started this channel was that my dating life was just crazy. The stories were unbelievable, and I wanted to start sharing those stories because it was just nuts on a daily basis. It thankfully has calmed down a lot. However, I'm going to start like a little mini series and like reflecting back on all of the different dates that I've been on and telling those stories. One of the big ones was, looking back on it, it was a lot of red flags, but I apparently a lot of times I see red flags and I'm like, ooh, carnival. And yeah, so this girl, I met her on one of the dating apps and we were talking. It was all right. Her pictures weren't the greatest, nothing, but the greatest quality. Like I couldn't tell she was cute or ugly kind of thing. Like there were grainy photos. So the first red flag was going to pick her up for dinner. She didn't have a driveway. And she was like, just pull off the road into the ditch behind this mailbox before this sign kind of thing. And that should have been like the first red flag. But then there was a big tall, like 7-foot tall fence, and I had to go through a hole in the fence to get to her, and we had to come back out that hole to get to the truck. She wanted to go out to eat at TGI Fridays. I'd never been. Okay, we'll go, whatever. And we get to the restaurant, we sit down. The waiter asked what we will have for a drink. I had a Dr. Pepper or something. She asked if she could have some alcohol. She ordered a beer. And so while the waiter leaves to go get our drinks, she starts messing with her purse beside her. And she's still carrying on the conversation. She's still staying in it, but she's messing with her purse a lot. I noticed it, and I was trying to figure out what she was doing. Like maybe she's looking for a breath mint or, I don't know, a vitamin. I have no idea. Maybe she's looking for something in her purse. Chapstick. Who knows? And the waiter brings our drinks, sets them down. She's still messing with her purse. He asks what we would like to eat. We both order some sort of a burger. And she goes back to messing with her purse. She will not leave this purse alone, will not call it quits and say that she cannot find whatever it is she is looking for. It is about that time that we're like halfway through the wait on our food that she just out of nowhere like turns and buries her face into her purse and sits back up and like sniffs really hard, wiping her nose. And instantly I was like, she's doing drugs. In the middle of TGI Friday, just willy-nilly at the table. Like I was blown away. I was speechless. You did not do what I think you did. And she was like, no, it's nothing if you'll just like ignore it and go on. And I was like, she goes back to messing with her purse for a little bit. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's putting it away. I'm still processing what is unfolding in front of me. The waiter sets the food down. He like turns his back away from us and she buries her face again and does it all over again. And he looks at me and he says, anything else for you? And I said, yeah, to-go box and a check, because I'm leaving. I was stuffing this cheeseburger in her mouth and still trying to maintain the conversation to the point she's talking, couldn't even carry on the conversation, couldn't get a word out. There was so much food in her mouth. And I was like, look, you are walking home because I am done. I am out. That's the only date I have walked out on. I've had several walk out on me, but that's the only one I have walked out on. So yeah, there's that story. I'll think of the other ones and let you know. And we'll have a little mini series on this.